What up, guys? TeamxEggS here, bringing you What's Crackin' number 9, and we are here with...
Scorpio.
Sweet luck.
And everybody's favorite egg, Kudabari.
And your host, Gangster Prankster. So first off, let's talk about our starting topic. We just all watched The Walking Dead, the newest episode, and thoughts on it. Let's go.
It's pretty awesome. I like the drama, even though it's going a little overboard. It's getting a little over dramatic. But
so quickly, in this episode, we saw a confrontation between Shane and Rick.
Oh, wait, first, spoiler alert. Okay, now go.
We saw a member of the camp wanting to kill themselves. We saw
Crazy girl.
them save the boy they kidnapped from the last episode. They were attacked by zombies.
They kidnapped him. They kind of saved him, and then they kidnapped him.
Yeah, and then they just used them for a badass drive-by in a Hyundai and then tied him up again.
Did anybody else notice that he had the tape around his neck? I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you spent the time to tape up his neck, and then you went to go save the guy? You should have been a little quicker in that. That's
I
what
was
I was
like, what is
thinking.
the point of that? What if like they hit at something and then like go forward and then like it just chokes them out?
I don't know.
That'd been funny. They should have done that.
So what was everybody's favorite part, like their favorite moment, their favorite, quandary, whatever? Because there was a lot of like ethical situations, questions of morality. Who had their favorite moment? Like somebody.
The drive-by where he jumps in the window. It's pretty badass.
Awesome.
Yeah, where he jumps out the back of the bus.
Rick leaving with the dude and making people think that they left Shane behind.
Dude, I totally thought he was gonna leave. I'm like, oh, there goes their friendship. That's gone. I was like, never.
Well,
gonna
you didn't think their friendship was over when they
reconciled.
fucking headbutt each other?
Well, dude, you've never had a fight with like really
You've
good
never
friends?
headbutted one of your friends before?
I've never
What kind of
headbutted
friend
one
are you?
of my friends before,
Sorry.
but I've been in like not a fist fight, but like we were really pissed and we kind of like fought like. We didn't draw
Wrestled.
blood,
You
but
headbutt
I
him.
didn't throw a really big
You
wrench
can't
at
fight
hit
with
him.
slaps, okay?
If that's what you're asking, no. But that's
Dude, what was your favorite part? Let's ask you.
my favorite part. Okay, like while
Can I
I was in
guess?
college, I spent a lot of time studying like ethical like situations, morality and stuff, and I really liked the whole situation between that one chick's sister who wanted to commit suicide
The blonde.
and the blonde girl who had been through the same thing, and she's like, okay, she needs to be able to make a choice. And I'm like, yes, I totally agree, because as people, we should have freedom to be able to do that, blah, blah, blah. But then, the other two chicks, they're acting like the government and everything. They're like, you can't do everything that you want to do, even if it's your own body. It's totally fucked up. And so, whose side were you guys on? Would you agree with, the blonde chick who had been through all that before? She wanted to kill herself, but then she didn't do it, and she got through it and all that, and she was like, she needs to make her own choice? Or would you be with her family and say, no, you got to stay alive, you can't make
I'd be
that
like,
choice?
no, you have to stay alive because the more people you have, the better your protection would be.
Yeah, but how valid is that if the person you're trying to keep alive has no will whatsoever to live at all?
Okay, if we ever need to run, she can go kill herself then.
I'd say there's probably it's one of those situations where there's no wrong or right answer, because even if you side with the blonde chick, your decision would be completely opposite if you were actually related and close to the other chick.
Well, see, not true, because I was talking to my brother earlier, and I was like, okay, if you wanted to go do that, and we were like in a just terrible situation where there was like no end of the tunnel that we could possibly see, you get to make your choice. Okay, I'd be
I call
pissed off
bullshit.
at you. I'd be sad.
Well, she just
but-
saw her family shot in the head one by one. Like,
Exactly,
was it the episode
like,
before?
It was 2 episodes before. Yeah.
Episodes, yeah.
She's
Ooh.
lost everything. She's got nothing left. She sees no hope.
Her dad's missing.
Her dad's missing. He isn't. Well, he was there at the end of the episode. You just didn't see him that episode because they were stitched. She was getting her arm stitched up by him or whatever. So, but it was just, she's got no hope. I mean, none of us have probably like been in that situation where we like want to kill ourselves. But I think if somebody's there and it's actually a hopeless situation, it's not like your boyfriend broke up with you, go kill yourself. It's like the world's over, okay, and there's no hope. I think you should be allowed to make your own choice. That's like, I agree with the blonde chick who had been through that, and she made her choice and it ended up for the better. She couldn't go through with it. It's like 70-something% of suicide. Well, people don't actually go through with it after an attempt or whatever. I don't know the stupid percentage. Nobody get on a stupid flame because I didn't get the number right, but
It's not natural for you to kill yourself. So
I agree with that too. It's against human instinct to end your
your
own
instinct
life.
is to live.
To survive, yes, but we're such at a high level of like evolution, then our free will, our own like consciousness of ourself, we get to make our own choices. So it's not
And
like,
also, people who kill themselves now, they take relaxing pills so they don't freak out and
oh,
stuff.
okay, that's not super important about method, but I think she should have been able to make her own choice. I don't think she should have been under like lock and key for the rest of her life until she
Suicide watch.
starts acting like she's super happy. Okay, that's not something I think you should be able to do in a post-apocalyptic zombie world. It's just, I don't know. Anybody else's feelings, thoughts, opinions? I don't know.
Question: do you think there was any deep meaning to the guy when Shane and Rick were driving? They saw the zombie, the guy walking in the field, and then when they came back, they saw the same guy. Do you think there was any, like, what was the meaning behind that zombie there?
What did it symbolize?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought about that too, and I really couldn't figure it out. What I'm thinking is it might be foreshadowing to something in the future. Like, it's trying to like give you a hint towards something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think when it happens, we'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of the things you have to know what's going to happen in the minute. Like, oh yeah, there's the hint right there.
I know what's gonna happen.
Oh my God, don't talk. Okay.
Yeah, if it's anything like this is all I'm gonna say. No spoilers involved. But if it's anything like the comics, it's gonna be really fucking good.
Okay.
And,
well, hopefully they can squeeze it in the last 3 episodes. That's all I know, because it seems like nothing happens. That's like they're not moving forward much. That's all. They're spending more time on character development than I'd like them to, I guess. But
not enough
that's
action.
There's a lot of drama.
Yeah, it's more focusing on the human side instead of the whole.
Yeah, but I
zombie
think that's the
apocalypse
whole
world
thing.
side.
That's the whole.
Yeah, I
thing.
know, and I like it and I appreciate it. It's just I think they're kind of going a little bit overboard. Just like they're getting on the cusp, like they're right on the edge of going overboard. So it's like I really want to see.
Fucking
more
Jerry
like-
Springer's gonna make a cameo appearance soon.
Is he gonna be a zombie?
That'd be awesome.
Let's all tell me he's a zombie.
Can they still throw chairs if he's a zombie?
Oh man, that'd be awesome. And then there's like a white supremacist zombie behind, and all the trailer trash zombies like throwing chairs and shit. That'd be awesome.
I got 2 things to say. What are your thoughts on them talking about the winter? Do you think maybe in the next season we could see them in the winter, in a snow setting, maybe snowmobiles like they were talking about?
Well,
that'd be
if
interesting?
the snow kills the zombies, pretty boring season.
Well, I've read the Zombie Survival Guide, and it talks about these situations. I know it's not the same universe and all, but it's been pretty closely following, like, the whole, like, the, what's it called? Like, the mythos, I guess that's the right word. Like, the whole...
They can't survive in the cold.
Whatever, anyway. So, if it's anything like that, it won't kill the zombies. Like you said, it will probably slow them down. And if anything, it'll slow the rate of decay. Like, you want it to be hot, wet, and gross, because then they'll decay faster. If it's frozen and it's all cold and stuff,
Kind of like a refrigerator,
anything-
keeps it better for longer.
yeah, it keeps them fresher longer. So it's like, I don't know. If anything, if they freeze, they don't die, though. If
Yeah, but
anything,
meat goes bad in the freezer if you don't fucking put a
well, that's
baggie
like
over it.
freezer burn to me.
Freezer burn zombies.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but if anything, the cold won't be like the end to all their problems.
Maybe they'll just freeze, and then the next summer they'll be back after they thaw.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
thaw
what
a
it says in
little
the
bit.
Zombie Survival Guide. There's like zombies that have been frozen for like thousands of years, and then they come up out of like nowhere because of global climate change and all that crap, and they like pop up. And
Isn't there a frog that does that? Like when
I
no.
know.
I'm pretty sure there's a frog.
There's a
that-
lot of animals that do that.
I was like, yeah, there's a lot of animals where
when the water starts going away, it
They're not
gets in the
hibernating
mud and dries
per se.
up, and then when the water comes back, it's like, oh, I'm alive, really.
I don't know. I just think if it went all like frozen over, it'd kind of be out of character for like what we've seen so far. So I don't know. I don't think I'd like it too much.
And last part that I want to add on to this thing, they've recently announced they've cast someone for the governor role for The Walking Dead, some British actor, but the governor, who is a very
Is it
infamous
Ricky Gervais?
character. What?
Never mind.
Good, shut the fuck up. They've cast him for the 3rd season, the governor, very infamous character in the comic. So it should definitely be an interesting 3rd season, and that will have 16 episodes, and they'll begin production in Atlanta in the spring. So moving on, let's move on to a different topic, some gaming news. So recently this week, the PlayStation Vita came out. Now, Kuda, you got it. You're the only one, and you've been playing with it a lot recently. So
yeah.
how about a review, talk about the system, the goods, the bads, the games you got, and yeah, take it away.
All right. I got the Vita on Wednesday. It was like, long time coming. I've been waiting for this thing for a long time. Long time fan of the PSP.
Shut up and get to it.
Anyway, first impressions. Okay, I pull out of the box. I notice it's like way lighter than a PSP. Like at least the first generation. I never used the second, third, but anyway, it's light. It's comfortable. It feels natural to hold in your hands. It's a great. It contours, whatever. You could use it for hours and hours, and it's not gonna like make you feel tired or awkward like in your hands. Sort of like the PSP, because that made you kind of fatigued after a while. Anyway, turn it on, freaking amazing. It's got pretty decent battery life. It's like 5-6 hours depending on your brightness, volume, whatever. Blah,
Was
blah,
it
blah.
charged when you opened it? Like when you just started playing with it? Or did you have to charge it right away?
No, it was actually fully charged when I turned it on, because I was worried about like if I should charge it or if I should let the battery drain all the way then charge it. I don't know, but I got probably like 3-4 hours out of it before I had to charge it the first time, and that wasn't even playing games. That was just like going through all the manuals, the internet, and all that stuff, trying to set it up. Anyway, super easy to set up, really easy to get your PlayStation Network account synced up to it. It uses the same account. They haven't put as much integration between like the PS3 and the Vita as I'd like. Like if I sign on to my PlayStation Network on my Vita, you guys can't see me on PlayStation 3, right? Like you don't see my login pop up.
Nope.
But I can send them messages on my Vita, and if I send them messages while I'm like offline, they can still send me messages back, vice versa. It's just a little awkward right now. I think they're gonna change that hopefully eventually, because that'd be like really awesome. So it's a great machine. It's fast. It's actually got more RAM than the PlayStation 3, so it can do more at the same time. Like you can do cross-game chat with this, like actual voice chat and playing a game at the same time, or doing any other number of things at the same time, and it works pretty damn good. It's got front and rear camera. It's not as good as a lot of phone cameras, but who's complaining? It's got microphone, touchscreen, front and back. The rear touchscreen is pretty interesting because it has things where you can pinch the front and the back, and you can like grab stuff on the screen. It's really weird. Like the possibilities are kind of like the limit on this one. You have like nothing that you can't really do with like touchscreen wise, because there's just 2 touchscreens which are real responsive, awesome. No gripes about them. Buttons are awesome. It's not like the PSP where they were kind of like floating, and these are close to the system. They click.
You get 2 analogs on the PS.
2 analog sticks, dude. Most amazing thing ever. I mean, I can't believe I spent 7-8 years, however long the PSP one was like out, with 1 analog stick. Dude, 2 analog sticks makes the complete difference. They're nice. They're not the little hovering nub of the PSP. They're like full-fledged PlayStation 3 controller analog sticks, and they don't stick out too much. It's awesome. That's so much for like the hardware. The hardware, great. All right, so far, no gripes. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to change the games, and especially your PS Vita memory card, because it's so goddamn tiny. But you don't have to change the card out too much. But the actual games, pain in the ass. You gotta like dig your nail under this little lip, pull it out, and then change out the games. Not that big of a gripe. Things that I'm not super excited about. Okay. Like I said, the PS3 Vita connectivity, not exactly where I want it right now. Because, I want to be able to log on this and have, everybody on PS3 know that I'm
recognize it. Yeah.
Exactly, because I'm like sending phantom messages, and it's like, you're not online. I'm like, trying to be. Anyway. Battery life, good, but the bad thing is you can't replace the battery on your own. It's sort of like, I guess, like an iPhone, whatever. You can't take the battery out of those, right? I don't have one, but
I don't think I take it out of my iPhone. No.
Okay, yeah, well, it's the same thing with the Vita. If you want to get it serviced, if there's a malfunction with your battery, if the life like drains completely over like time like batteries do, you have to send it in, get it serviced. I'm not sure what they charge for that quite yet, but nobody likes to have to send away their system for weeks at a time to switch out a battery. And I guess I'll let you guys know how that works out over time. Yeah, whatever. That's like the biggest thing.
Talk about the games you got.
The games, I got 7 games. Target and GameStop are having awesome buy 2 get 1 free sales. I got Touch My Katamari, which if you are a fan of the Katamari Dynasty series, must have. It's pretty awesome. It's got some stupid like near applications. Like, this is the thing. Every Vita that comes out of the box, whether it's 3G or Wi-Fi only, has a near application, and it lets you see who, like, within a 2 or 3 mile radius is playing a Vita. And certain games, they give you gifts. Like if somebody's playing Mod Nation Racers, you load up the near application, you can get free kart parts, track parts, whatever. Marvel vs. Capcom, you get skins. And for Katamari, you get these like really important things that you can only get through that or from paying stuff from the PlayStation Store. It's like $6 for 5 of them, which is ridiculous. Anyway, that's like a big gripe because the near application isn't as good as I'd like it to be, because I keep getting the same 5 people even though it's saying that there's like 40 people playing nearby. Anyway.
And you're getting about handed to you by them 5 people?
That's pretty much the only like gripe I have, is that like some of the applications kind of seem like tacked on for no reason.
Did you play the only game that's worth a shit, Uncharted?
Uncharted? No, I haven't actually gotten to it yet. With the 7 games I've spent most of my time on Katamari, Luminous, Electronic Symphony, and that Little Deviants game that came with it. And here's where like my next big gripe is about it. Like, okay, you get these full-fledged games, you expect them to have like full production values, right? Because you're paying, $30, $40, $50 for them. But some of them don't. Like Luminous, I think that game was like $30, $40. I can't remember the exact price point on it, but you get your trophy list, and it's not really a full list of trophies. It's equivalent to like a lot of PSN titles, like maybe $5, $10 price titles, and
it doesn't have platinums.
No, it doesn't have platinum, and it's really weird because same thing with Touch My Katamari. It's treating it sort of like a downloadable only title, and I don't really like that because it seems like there's a lot of content missing. Like, you can't do a lot of the things you could do on a full disc-based game. Like, there's not all the little extras. I mean, the core gameplay is there, but what makes it a complete game quite isn't. It's almost like it's in between a PSN title and a full disc-based game, like somewhere in between there. Like if a DLC or a PlayStation Network game is a 1, disc-based games are a 2, PS Vita games are sort of like a 1.5 as far as I can tell right now. I mean, a lot of games do have platinums and full trophy lists, like Little Deviants. Full trophy list. I think Uncharted, Hot Shots, full trophy list. It has all the things you expect in a full title, but some of the games don't, and that's kind of weird in my opinion right now.
So do you recommend this? Do you recommend it overall?
Yeah. If you like playing games on the go.
Hold on, one more question. Is it better than mobile gaming?
Oh, hell yes. Okay, that's like the biggest thing. I don't know if I want to say well-known, but I guess it will be after this. I hate mobile gaming. Like on phones, iPad, whatever. I think it's like it's turning people on to more casual type games, and I hate them. So, yeah, if you want a hardcore gaming system, this could almost replace your PS3. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it has all the functionality and more, except it's mobile. You can take it anywhere with you, and like, the biggest thing, okay, most people, if you're watching this, you're probably waiting. Should I get the 3G version or should I get the Wi-Fi version? Okay. With the Wi-Fi version, you can do everything with the 3G version except when you're like away from your Wi-Fi or your hotspots, wherever, you don't have mobile connection. The only thing you can do with a 3G is check your buddy list. I think you might be able to send messages. I'm not 100% sure because they limit a lot of what you can do on the 3G. You can download things from the store, but only under, I think, like 5 MBs at one time. Like, you can't download demos, videos, anything. You can get like small updates and maybe little add-on contents, which is a total ripoff. I can wait till I get home and, hook up to my Wi-Fi to do that. You can use the Near application anywhere. That's like the only saving grace, I think, for the 3G is that you can load that up anywhere. But then again, that's just kind of like this extra little add-on incentive that, as of right now, doesn't have the functionality I need to actually spend an extra $50 plus, I think, $25 or $20 extra a month to get that 3G. So as of right now, 3G total waste unless you don't have a phone. I mean, if you have a phone, it does everything you could do with that 3G network and more, so don't bother with it. But if you don't have a phone for some reason that has internet of any kind, consider it. But, who doesn't have a internet-enabled phone these days?
Well, I didn't until Christmas, so.
Well, Well, there you go. But now you do. So if you're looking
Yeah,
for
now I do.
don't get the 3G one, because as of right now, nothing worth getting with the 3G unless you want to be spending an extra, like, what's 20 times 12, like 240 bucks a year. Like, then go for it. But otherwise,
That's 2,000, isn't it? Double zeros.
Games are amazing. Hardware is amazing. It seems durable. I'm like super afraid to drop this thing because I don't want it to break, because it's a $250+ investment. But all overall, I give it probably 8.
I don't think it's an investment.
8.5 out of 10.
Well, you can pay the same thing and get a PS3.
Yeah, it's the same thing as a PS3, and it almost could replace it. Like, if you're more into gaming on the go, you don't have a lot of time at home, but you love playing video games, go with a Vita, dude. It's hands down, it's like your hardcore gaming system. Better than DS, unless you're super hardcore into Nintendo crap like Zelda, Metroid, whatever. This will do it for you. The lineup of games isn't super amazing right now, but there's enough, I think, to hold anybody down until some actual hardcore good games come out. So it's a buy. All three of you guys go buy one right now. Right now.
Maybe for Christmas.
Stop the recording.
There is a rumor that it will have a price cut later this year.
Yep.
Oh, it definitely will. Dude, that's Sony for you. But I have to have
You couldn't wait.
So I have to get it the day it came out, and I'm happy with it. It's pretty damn great.
All right, I'm glad you enjoy it. So, carton of eggs. Let's use the egg system, the egg rating system. How many eggs out of a carton?
8 whole eggs, and then somehow, hard boil 1 egg and then cut it in half, so 8.5 eggs. Oh, no, wait, we're doing 12, so that'd be like, I'd do like 10.5 eggs on it then. 10.5 eggs, alright, so there you go.
Alright, let's jump away from, all the Walking Dead and PS Vita talk. Let's talk about some gaming news. First off, we have Killzone 3. Killzone 3 multiplayer will be offered as a free standalone download on PlayStation Network. The download will feature a level cap, and players will have the option of paying $14.99 to unlock the full skill tree once they reach that cap. The single player campaign will not be included and is not planned to be sold separately. That's huge. I've definitely been looking to play this game again, so now that everyone's going to have access to it, definitely looking forward to that. Any comments?
Hey, I feel the same way. I wanted to play a lot of the multiplayer, but I didn't. I felt like I missed my chance, and now hopefully it'll get like a resurgence in players. Like, I could totally see myself playing more of it, because I bought the map packs, never even played them, so I feel kind of like, money gone, but now I can redeem what I lost, I guess.
Does this mean I can pull out my sharpshooter?
Maybe. Finally put it to use.
Well, I always had Killzone, but no one was ever on it, so I stopped playing it.
Resistance, SOCOM, Killzone, all that shit as move. You could have done it.
Yeah, I want to go back and play Resistance. If there's anybody who wants to play Resistance with me,
dude, I was talking about
this,
it with Sweet Luck earlier.
Add me up.
Sweet Luck will say, dude, I want to fucking play Resistance this week.
Yeah, he did.
Anyways, have you been waiting to buy Mortal Kombat? Good, because this Tuesday the Mortal Kombat collection will come out, which will include the full game and all the DLC included. Is anyone excited for this? Is this a pass or buy?
Sure.
Hardcore pass. None of you guys even like fighting games, so.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love the hell out of them, but Mortal Kombat, just dark sheep as far as fighting games go, in my opinion. Not because of the gore, not because of anything like that. I just consider it a low-brow fighting game, not as exciting as pretty much anything else made ever. Like, even Street Fighter beats it, so it's like, whatever. That's my opinion.
Awesome. High Moon, developers of Transformers Fall of Cybertron, have recently did an interview, and they said some interesting things about the game coming up. So they said there's going to be no co-op in the game, and it will feature a more rich single-player experience. The game will have Dinobots and Insecticons, and an overhaul of the multiplayer. The game sounds good and looks amazing. The no co-op story kind of sucks. Like, I thought that added to the first game, even though I didn't really use it, but it was just cool to have that feature. Hopefully they include the co-op survival mode, and this game looks amazing. I'm so fucking excited. You guys probably can't say the same thing.
No, I'm not excited.
I would have looked at it, but I probably wouldn't pay full price for it.
Dinobots? Dinobots?
Okay, yeah, I'm excited
Sign
for
me
Dinobots.
up, son.
Yeah. Not really.
My
Never
God.
really big, huge Transformers
Eat a
fan.
dick.
And you know no, it's just my policy, okay? Games based on other franchises that aren't games, I look down upon right away. I have to see what they can do, what they can show me first before I go out and just give them my money. So
Some sad news. Konami will be closing down their Metal Gear Online servers. Kojima Productions, on the other hand, is on the hunt for skillful engineers, artists, and game creators for the latest Metal Gear Solid targeted for high-end consoles and PC. Let the speculation begin. I never got to play. I have Metal Gear Solid 4. Never played it. Never played the online. Never touched single player. So Scorp, well, all of you guys can comment. Did you guys beat Metal Gear Solid 4? What would you like to see in a fifth game? And have you played the multiplayer? Are you sad about it? Go.
I played the multiplayer. It was fun. Like I said, being a part of TeamxEggS, if the rest of the team isn't playing a game, I usually don't stick around and play it for very long. But I played it a little bit, and it was okay. I can't say that I'm sad to see it go, because like I said, I didn't play it very long. But
How about
yeah.
the possibility of a sequel?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
boing! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Boing! It's my, you know.
So, spoilers, how did the fourth one end?
Oh god, don't even talk about it now.
Man.
No, gangster, you go play it right now, because it's almost too epic for words.
I'm doing what's cracking right now.
Oh, I know, but stop it. Stop it. Just go play.
If I
It's
stop
awesome.
it, it's either to get a Vita. I'm not going to play Metal Gear Solid 4. I mean, eventually I'll play it.
I don't think you will. Like, I think you're lying to yourself.
Well, we got some Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear content that we're going to be bringing to the channel hopefully soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
And
Can ever get around to playing
hopefully
peaceful.
that hypes me up to play the fourth one. Maybe even try the online. But we'll have to wait and see. So no comments on a sequel? You guys...
I'm super excited, dude, but I have to wait patiently because Hideo Kojima takes his sweet fucking time to do anything. So it's like, whatever. But whatever does, happen to come out of it will probably be goddamn amazing. Right, Scorp? You're with me on
Yeah,
this?
yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
okay.
So it said for high-end consoles. Do you think it'll come out for this generation or the next one?
Knowing Hideo Kojima, and he takes forever, it might not come out until there's, next console.
generation.
I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate because I don't want to see the PS3 become obsolete just yet. So, and that could mean anything. That could mean, PS Vita. That could mean Xbox handheld if it ever comes out. God forbid. I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate too much. I just know if there's new Metal Gear, I'll be all over it because that's pretty awesome. I like the online. I'm in the same boat as Score. TeamxEggS didn't really get that interested in it, so I didn't put much time, but it was pretty sweet. If you have that's like the core team-based game. Like you can get on, soloing Call of Duty, Killzone, Battlefield, whatever, but Metal Gear, you had to be all up on your teammates' nuts all the time, covering each other, peeking around corners. It was like nothing I've ever seen really before. It was pretty awesome. So, but I'm not sad to see it go because I don't play it. So there's that too.
Next, we have a little bit more info on the new Medal of Honor. Official Xbox magazine reports that it will be called Medal of Honor Warfighter. It will be developed by Danger Close, the same studio behind the Medal of Honor from 2010. The game will follow the story of Tier 1 operators and will run on the Frostbite 2 engine, same engine as Battlefield 3. The game is set to come out in October. One thing. I hope to God EA doesn't think that Medal of Honor can overthrow Call of Duty. You couldn't do it with Battlefield. You're for sure not going to fucking do it with Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
You think they can overthrow it with Medal of Honor?
No. I'm saying you're
No.
right. Like that's like a no-brainer, dude. Medal of Honor had its heyday back on like PS1, and then it's kind of been just like either on a downward slope or like at least on par with all of them, but it's nowhere near Call of Duty type standards. It's just not. I don't see it happening. It's even the brand name. I don't get excited when you say Medal of Honor. When you say Call of Duty, I get a little tingles. All right, it's like
Medal of
I
Honor,
love that.
that's just like, to me, that's like, oh, that game's outdated. That's like the old version of Call of
Exactly. It
Duty or
feels
Battlefield.
old when you say it. Yeah, it's like it just feels not.
It's like,
here.
what system are you playing on again? Which one?
Exactly. That's exactly what I feel.
Playing on
Not
PS3, aren't you?
yours.
I'm about to talk about some Call of Duties. Try not to get a boner.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Modern Warfare 3.
I'm already flaccid.
Jesus.
Don't say words like that. It's totally inappropriate, Scorp. I don't appreciate
Our age group won't understand anyways.
it. Yeah, what is our target audience, by the way?
18
Like, what
to 34?
Okay, I was like, yeah, what's our demographic? So far, our fanboys have been less than what I was hoping to hit. But yeah, anyway, that's a different conversation.
Those are just the ones Gangster likes to
Attract.
Yes, I get what you're going with on that.
get in the room.
Awesome. Let's continue.
How many
Modern
people I
Warfare
swear
3. Would you guys be excited for Modern Warfare 3 to get some story-driven campaign DLC?
Not really. I feel that like people who have online for the PlayStation and have Call of Duty are gonna want more online because that's what's more played than the campaign.
I think it's
Answer
more
the
played than
question?
campaign because
Enjoy
you
it.
finished the campaign in 4 hours.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. If they made it longer,
And
I would.
yeah, that's. I don't see any
As long as it
add-ons
wasn't
to
like
that.
$20 for an extra hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing them really expanding it enough for what I feel like I'd probably pay for it. So, but if it comes with Call of Duty Elite, premium, then I'll play it. But I don't think I'm gonna pay for that shit.
They've said they're thinking about campaign extensions that could add a little extra story or shift
A little
perspectives.
extra, yeah. That's...
Shift perspectives in the campaign. Maybe play a different mission as the opposing team, like the enemies.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Because you would lose.
Well, they have small victories, don't they? Like, I don't know. I'm not thinking about it too much. I really don't.
They couldn't be, where they are when you defeat them if they didn't successfully get there somehow.
I mean, yeah, you start off like with an army of 30 or 40 guys, and when you end the level, you got like 5. So they took out a good number of the U.S. whatever SAS whatever armed forces we had. So I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm not.
I just hope they put in a jet fighting mission where you can actually fly the fucking jet.
Okay, it will never be Battlefield. So.
Yeah, have fun with Battlefield.
Yeah.
There's just like so much. There's so much opportunity there. It looked amazing and it felt so badass, and then you're just on a roller coaster and nothing really happened.
Wasn't that on Black Ops?
Yeah, that was on.
Was it
that
Black
wasn't
Ops?
on Modern Warfare 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you were going into space in the stealth bomber.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was
that
the Blackbird.
Modern Warfare 3.
No, hold on.
No, it was
Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare
2.
3. You're on the aircraft
There
carrier
was
with
no
the jet
Modern
fighter.
Warfare 3.
No, it was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it was not Modern Warfare 3, dude.
It was the second one.
Okay.
But
whatever.
Black Ops, you went into space, I think.
Yeah, you did.
I will search this up as you guys continue, and I'll correct you at the end of the show. If
Okay, or you're gonna get on your knees and do what you do best, Scorp. So, whatever. Let's continue. I'm waiting for this one.
More Call of Duty news. Infinity Ward has said they intend to collaborate on future iterations of the Call of Duty series with Treyarch. So how it works right now is they switch every year. Treyarch will produce a game, then Infinity Ward, then back to Treyarch, then Infinity Ward. So teaming up, it'd definitely be cool. This is what I'd like to see. Let Infinity Ward make the game. I can't stand playing Treyarch games.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But Treyarch, you have your uses. You like putting out DLC. I'm down for that. High five.
Fixing glitches and bugs.
And the community support on Treyarch is impeccable compared to Infinity Ward. How long did it take to fix glitches in Modern Warfare 2? Forever.
Oh, okay,
Black
but
Ops?
you're talking about Modern Warfare 2. Think about Modern Warfare 3 now. They do so many little hidden updates, patches, fixes.
No, Black Ops did it more often.
No,
Black
but I'm
Ops
talking about Modern Warfare
hot
3. dude.
fixes every week, fixing new glitches you've never even heard of.
Exactly, but how many big, huge glitches on Modern Warfare 3 have you heard of?
None, really.
None, right? You haven't had any problems. You haven't had instant javelin detonation at your feet. You haven't had.
Hey, that was awesome. Don't even badmouth that.
I'm just saying there's not really been a huge exploit.
That
The
should
biggest
have
one
been
we
a
saw-
feature.
Because they
the
learned
biggest
from
one
their
we saw
mistake.
was power on every other gun, but that's been fixed, right? I
The
haven't seen it.
damage, adding damage. Too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since we saw it that one time, right?
Because we report, be vigilante. Take care of your game. If you see someone's hacking, cheating, report that fuck.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, you haven't seen anything game-breaking happen yet, right? It just hasn't happened yet. So I'm giving props to Infinity Ward.
Because it's not Infinity Ward, it's Beachhead and Raven.
Whatever. The point is, they're doing a good job now, so I don't see what you're...
My dream Call of Duty, let Infinity Ward produce a game, let Treyarch take care of the bugs, glitches, map packs, DLC, all that in between.
Yeah, but they'd also have to handle the multiplayer then, like, almost all of it, which... Not a big fan of Treyarch multiplayer, so...
Oh, let me just chime in real quick, and I was wrong. I was thinking of a Battlefield
Thank you!
mission.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna just... You hear that? Zoop! Alright, go get...
Well, none of you were right either.
I don't want to hear another word out of you until you're done. And
No, it's on Modern Warfare 2, I know that for sure. Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops,
No, but
both
the
were in
mission
a
that
jet.
I was thinking about was Battlefield.
Thank you. I told you it was Battlefield roller coaster.
Next we got Pokemon Black and White 2 is set to come out in June for Japan. No release date has been given for North America. The picture they provided has a different form of the legendary Pokemon, so we don't know if there's going to be an inclusion of more Pokemon. Hope to God not, because they're definitely running out of ideas. Making a fucking Pokemon out of a washing machine, like, that's just ridiculous. And if this is true, this will be the first direct sequel to a Pokemon game, because all the other ones are kind of indirect sequels. This one, if it is Pokemon Black and White 2, will be a direct sequel to Pokemon Black 1. And I might just have to dust off my Nintendo 3D or my Nintendo DS. Hopefully it's not on the 3DS.
Oh, it will be.
But do they do it for both platforms, 3DS and DS?
I think they're trying to phase out the DS as much as possible, so it'll probably be on 3DS. So.
That fucking sucks. Hopefully they do it on DS.
That might be why they're making it Black and White too. It might just be a Pokemon Black and White, but 3DS compatible. So who knows?
God, no, I want to play it because I do like Pokemon. I do. And not the newer generations because they are just horrendous. Some of the ideas. But it definitely sounds cool. We'll just have to wait and see how it turns out and stuff. Next, we have Sony has announced that PSN will be down Thursday, March 1st, and
why?
From maintenance. And is it just me, or has there been a lot of maintenance the past few weeks? It seems like every week there's maintenance.
Has there been? Because I haven't noticed it. I don't know.
To me, it seems like there's maintenance every other week or something. I don't know if it's for the Vita. If they're having a lot of internal problems.
I'm hoping it's to fix Vita stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of problems, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Like, that's what I'm hoping, so. But, who knows?
Next, we have developers, Valve, have stated that they are prepared to move into the console business for the good of the industry. They said, if we have to, we'll sell hardware. We have no reason to believe we're any good at it. It's more we think we need to continue to have innovation. So that's definitely interesting. Another system, more competition. You got the PS3, the 360, the Wii, and what would this be? They have produced definitely some awesome games, Half-Life, Portal, Team Fortress. So
it's getting stale though.
I don't know if producing a console, that'd be interesting though.
I could see this as being the end to Valve. Like, seriously, it sounds like a money pit. They're gonna come out with a system.
I don't think they're prepared. They didn't say.
I know. I'm saying if they do though, like, I can see it not having the brand recognition, failing miserably. They'd have to get the backing of every other developer, and I don't know how the relations are with other developers. Like, I have no idea.
You're not an insider?
I'm not an insider, but I think it's a bad idea. It's
Damn, so why are we keeping you around?
Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't get my spy work done this week, okay? I had my real job, I didn't get to go sneaking around the Valve offices like I was planning to, but sorry. But anyway.
I want my night vision goggles back.
All right. You got them. Anyway.
A company that is not... Well, you said they might be in money troubles. A company that is not in money troubles is Double Fine. They recently started a program called Kickstart which they ask people to donate money for them to make a game. This game is going to be a point-and-click adventure and will be available on PC, Mac, Linux, and mobile support for certain iOS and Android devices. So they set a goal of $400,000 and have received over $2 million
I want to see a list of who it was who donated this shit. If it was like
It's
a
over
handful of really big donors, or if it was a bunch of small donations.
It's over
'cause-
65,000 people that have donated.
So somebody get their handy dandy calculator out. Tell me what's the average donation per person. 2.5 million, 65,000.
That's crazy, but to me,
I'm doing it right now. Hold on.
a company that is asking for donations, I think that looks bad on the company. That's me personally. I think that them asking for donations to make a game, I think that is that a cry for help? Is that just me?
Well, I don't think
No.
it's a cry for help. I think because there was more of like a fan service they were going for. So they're like, we honestly can't make this game. We can't make a profit off of it unless you guys pay for the developing costs, which I'd like to see that more often because there's a ton of games that I'd love to see made and they're just never going to happen. So it's like, I like the whole idea, but I don't know who the fuck these guys are, so.
Who, Double Fine?
Okay, average of $38.50 donated per person. That's not bad, but
Okay, back on track.
sorry.
So they have produced a bunch of successful games: Costume Quest, Psychonauts.
No. Psychonauts not incredibly successful. It's more of a cult classic.
I didn't mean successful in the terms of sales. Successful as it was a good game.
Yeah, you could say that. It was a. I don't know. I haven't played it, but I've heard.
That's a good save, but I know that's not what you meant.
Who, me?
Yes.
Keep going, continue.
Let's go.
The biggest news this week: trailer drop for Borderlands 2. This trailer is fucking bananas. It's called Doomsday. Link in the description to watch it. This game looks fucking. I don't have words to describe it.
If you love dubstep, you'll love this trailer.
Oh fuck.
Let's
never
talk
mind.
about what it
I was
has.
super excited. Then you said dubstep, and I'm like, fuck, not gonna watch
Let's-
it.
let's-
That's how I got Big Dog to watch it.
Dude, there is so much stuff in this trailer. We got giant robots, a ninja guy, helicopters, 4-man cars, lots of guns, and claptraps that dance to
Fucking
dubstep.
Christ,
A
I'm
lot of
watching it.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm already on it.
Also announced is some pre-order content. Borderlands 2 Premier Club pre-order includes Golden Key. It will unlock a rare item in the Mysterious Sanctuary loot chest, Vault Hunter's Relic, play solo or team up with your friends and boost your gear hunting fortune. And can you stop that? Fuck.
Dude, you convinced me. You're a great salesman. I had to go watch it.
And the pre-order will also include Gearbox Gun Pack, a package of unique golden guns to help you start your journey on Pandora. You guys definitely gotta check out this trailer. The first game was awesome, you know, good. I can't complain. The second.
I could.
Yeah, that's because you bought it late and you're gay. The second game, this trailer is bananas. I've never, well, not recently, but been excited so much for a fucking game. It's set to come out I can't even talk. I'm so fucking
February.
excited.
February? Like, when the fuck is
September
that?
18. Mark it in your
Hybrid.
calendars. Go pre-order it. Go fucking do everything.
I'm doing it right now.
Check out this trailer.
GameStop.
Holy shit.
Oh, god damn it, they're closed.
Yeah, and if you're gonna buy it late, don't bother.
Yeah, don't be scored.
Don't buy it later than all your friends and expect your friends to play with you. That's what we should say. Like, 'cause
No, don't buy it later than all your friends and then expect to play with your friends and actually play. Expect to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah,
a lot.
Scorp's useless. Watch Dead
well,
Island.
hopefully, like, they take consideration. They'll fix that. They'll make it so it's more of a challenge for everybody. Because the way they did the multiplayer, not the best. It was fun, but they could have tweaked it a little bit. Hopefully, they learned from it. Let's just hope for that.
If we do a co-op Let's Play, I'm being the ninja guy. I already call it.
There's a ninja guy? What the fuck, dude? I'll be the other ninja guy. Go to
There
hell.
is no other ninja guy.
There's just
There'll
one.
be a copy. He'll be different colors.
fuck you.
He'll be focused on another
We're not having
skill.
this discussion
So-
right now. So on to movie news. We have a couple things.
Vote on what's cracking. Who gets to be the ninja guy right now?
I do. Transformers 4
The
will
host.
not. Okay, shut up. Transformers 4 will not have the returning human
It's not very
cast.
polite.
So you know Megan Fox. Well, she wasn't gonna be in it anyways. But the other chick that replaced Megan Fox, Shia LaBeouf, Tyrese.
Oh no, because I totally went to see Transformers for Shia LaBeouf.
So
Oh,
will
God.
it affect the movie? I think for some people it will, but overall it's
It's
fucking
the same
Transformers.
robots and the yeah.
It's not called Transformers and Friends. It's just called Transformers.
Exactly. And how often? Okay, I didn't watch the show a lot, but how often did they keep the same recurring cast of human characters? Like never, right? It was like one season, boom, next season.
It's the different series. There were just different human characters.
Whatever. I didn't watch it, but like I said, who the who the hell goes to see Transformers for the human characters? That
I
wasn't.
think there were some idiots that fucking watched it for Megan Fox.
Nah,
Dude, do you think she's hot? Hold on, quick sidebar. Do you think she's hot?
Yes.
She's kind of hot.
Okay, who remembers how hot she was compared to the 30 billion explosions and robots fighting? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's like. It's kind of like the secondary. Don't even say it, Scorpion. Who cares?
Well, I can't tell the difference. I don't know if I talked about this in What's Crackin' or if it was just a general
It's last
conversation. Yeah, I can't tell the difference between all of them. Like, honestly, I can't.
You should remember.
I mean, the only reason I know which one's the first one is because Megan Fox is in it.
Yeah.
And the other ones... Wait, was she in the second one?
Yeah,
she was in
she
the
was in the
second
second
one.
one.
And they kicked her to the curb for the third one.
I don't think she's hot.
Alright, so I couldn't tell the difference between the first and the second one if you told me to.
I don't think she's hot. That's it. Next, we got Warner Brothers has finally announced the live-action screen adaptation of their manga and anime Bleach.
It is not their manga and anime, so.
Whatever. Anyways, I think we should just all keep
They
in
don't-
mind. All keep in mind Dragon Ball live-action movie. Just keep that in
Dragon
mind.
Ball Z Evolution, gun to my head.
It
brains
wasn't
on-
Dragon Ball Z.
Whatever, it was. Just.
You're not a Dragon Ball fan. Shut the hell up.
Stop talking about it.
You're not a Dragon Ball fan.
It was goddamn terrible.
Let's
and as
just
long as they leave the anime to the Japanese, this could be good. Okay? Don't put a bunch of American whatevers in it. They weren't actors. I'm not going to call them actors.
What's Bleach? Brief synopsis for people who don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay, it's it's a Japanese anime, so it's like first
I got
off,
that
if
part.
you're not into Japanese anime, probably not into this. Anyway, there's these whole situation, this whole society of people are called Soul Reapers. They protect the spirits of people who die from being devoured by these things called hollows, which turn them into more hollows, which is it's sort of like an epidemic in the spirit world or whatever, blah blah blah. And it affects the real world also, but not a lot of people don't notice it. Anyway. So this guy, he's normal. He's got some powers. He can see these hollows and stuff.
Is his name Bleach?
No, his name's Ichigo Kurosaki or something.
That was my
Crap like
second guess.
that. Anyway, I don't know where they got the name Bleach, by the way. There's they never say it. They never.
Is
mention
everybody in the show white?
it. They're Japanese, anyway.
Close enough.
Except for the one guy who's Mexican or something, Chad. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so they protect the society, the world of the living or whatever, from these spirit demon thingies that devour human souls when they die. And, I don't know. There's just so many episodes. It's a long
He
running.
says he doesn't know, but he keeps on talking.
Whatever. I'm not gonna
It
say.
sounds so retarded. How the
It's-
fuck are they gonna make that?
actually pretty cool. I mean, it's got the action of Dragon Ball Z, but it's got more story and characters than.
Yeah, but it's how are you gonna adapt that to a fucking live-action movie?
It could be pretty good, dude. They have 4, I think, actual anime movies, and if they just made it live action and didn't try to. Okay, when you make an anime into a movie, you either create a new story or you pick a section and then you show it. You don't try to cram all of it into one small movie because it can't be done. It's going to be like Dragon Ball, to where they have a completely new story that has to do with the whole universe. But hopefully, I hope to God, cross your fingers, they leave it in production with the people that originally made it. Now, did Warner Brothers do the whole Dragon Ball Evolution thing? Were they behind it?
I don't know. Scorp, check that out.
If they were, that scares me. Otherwise,
I hate being the producer.
I hate you just sitting there and do nothing.
yeah. So you
Hey,
get the-
I'm playing with my new toy. Okay.
which is
Put your dildo away.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
First thing that came to my mind. So anyway, so that's about all I got to say about that.
Well, are you excited for a new Die Hard movie? Well, you're in luck.
I love old men doing backflips and shooting guns.
'Cause there's a fifth one coming out called A Good Day to Die, coming out February 14th, 2013. Bruce Willis will be starring in it, of course, and he will have a son who's going to be played by some guy named Jay Courtney. The synopsis for the movie is as follows. A Good Day to Die Hard
Good day to die hard.
puts John McClane on an international stage, truly a New York cop, a fish out of water in Moscow, and introduces his estranged son Jack, an apple that has not fallen far from the tree. Jack may even be more of a hard-ass than his father. Despite their differences, they must work together to keep each other alive and the world safe for democracy.
fingers crossed, Bruce Willis actually dies in this movie. That'd be awesome. Like, that's my opinion. God.
Good day to die.
He is getting old. God.
He's gonna be in the new Expendables too.
Yeah, I didn't see Expendables 1 because...
It was
Yeah.
expendable.
Well, no, it's just when you put so many old people in a room, it starts to smell like old people and death, and I could imagine that, like, hitting me like a wall of bricks in the movie.
Are
Like,
you
just...
saying the Expendables is a retirement home for action stars?
I was hoping it'd be a farewell, maybe, for some of them. Okay? I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme, go ahead and make movies the rest of your life, but the rest of them, like, I'm not super excited about them.
Scorp, what are your thoughts on the Expendables? Do you think it's a retire home for action stars?
I like that. That's
Right.
hilarious.
I don't know. I didn't mind the first movie, and I'll probably watch the second one. For what it is, stupid action with a lot of big names, it's all right. It's
What do
entertaining.
you think about a new Die Hard movie?
I
Speechless.
don't
man.
really remember the other Die Hard movies.
The first one's a
I remember
classic.
watching them. Yeah, the first one was good.
First
what
one
was the one
amazing.
that? What was the one that happens around Christmas? And they're like, it's in
That's
the airport.
the first one.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah, that's the
it
one.
wasn't- I don't know if it was the airport, but it happened.
I
around-
consider that a Christmas movie. Like, I watch that every Christmas. It's awesome.
You got Home Alone and you got Die Hard.
Yes, sir.
Dude, yeah. That's the trilogy right there. Home Alone, Die Hard, and A Christmas Story that they play on TNT 24 hours a day.
And Wizard
for,
of
like,
Oz.
2 days. No, fuck Wizard of Oz. Don't talk about
They
it.
put that in a Christmas movie.
No, not a Christmas movie.
Whatever. Last but not least, Sweet Luck, you get your time to shine. You watch Active Valor, which came out this weekend.
Yes, it came out Friday.
Scorp, can we get a brief synopsis? So, Sweet Luck, you know, he's not very good. Just leave him to the review.
Of Active Valor, sure. Just give me
Oh,
a
you're
second.
searching. Okay.
Like, hold on. I don't
So,
have
we're
Search it
my...
talking
up.
about the movie.
Don't just read it
Navy
offline.
SEALs embarks on a covert mission to cover a kidnapped CIA agent. Why would I not read it online if it's already put into, you know, the minimal
Basically,
characters?
a SEALs team
Perfectly.
goes
Thanks
to
for
save
cutting
a
me off.
CIA, undercover CIA agent who has been kidnapped by a terrorist group. The terrorist group created a new explosives where it can get past any security, and they're wanting to blow up a U.S. and they said it's going to be worse than 9/11. They said it was going to be like a walk-in Central Park, and they're then they have to stop them. That's the basic main plot.
This is like G.I. Joe?
Just
That sounds
say
like G.I.
no.
Joe.
Just say no.
No.
God.
It was more realistic, and then it's had a sad ending, which I'm not going to talk about because that would be a spoiler.
Okay, thoughts on the movies. Good, the bad. Talk about it.
I liked it because it had all real Navy SEALs in it, and it wasn't it named the most realistic action movie there was?
Well,
Oh,
that's what
no,
they
all I
said.
heard
That's
was
how they advertised
Horrible
it.
reviews of
Yeah.
the movie.
I'm pretty sure that's what
Really?
it got.
Okay.
It got horrible.
How was the acting, by the way? Because
That's the main, you know, thing where they criticized it was the acting, but
okay,
because
because
they're not actors.
Seals,
but,
yeah. And how
I'm
that-
assuming if you're watching the movie for the action, it'd be, you
Good.
know, all right because, you know,
Yeah,
no one. Yeah, they're actual like soldiers. They're not like pretending. They've done like all the training. They've done everything. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
the
at the end of the
action and
movie-
everything is realistic. But I'm pretty sure the drama and the acting probably won't be up there because yeah, they're not actors.
That's what I was wondering. 'cause
All
I'm
right,
like,
Sweet Luck. Any negatives to the movie?
Negatives, the ending. Unless you want me to tell you the ending or no?
Scorp, can you say the ending?
I'd prefer that he doesn't. But
All right, don't say it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Carton of eggs. You got
It is a
12
fairly
eggs.
new
How many
movie.
do you give it?
Probably about 10. I'd put it behind. If
10?
I,
You're saying it's as good as the
Shit.
Vita? No, I don't think so.
I'm saying it's good.
Is it better than Chronicle?
Chronicle. On what part? Action or acting?
You're giving it a higher rating.
We're
than
talking about a
Chronicle.
total movie, okay? The whole experience.
I went to see it for the action in it, so it was better than Chronicle.
Well, you're
because I had more
talking.
action.
Okay, it's coming from a kid who loves Call of Duty, like extremely, like.
Yeah,
oh my
so I'm
God.
gonna go see it for the action.
If it's like Call of
7,
Duty,
maybe.
he'll love it. So
7 or 6.
I think we'd all have to see it to be able to put an accurate carton of eggs score on
Anyways, for action, it would be around the Black Hawk Down movie for an action amount.
it. Oh my God,
You
Black
can't
Hawk
compare
Down
it to
was
Black Hawk Down.
amazing
That
movie.
movie-
Yeah, I was like that
Yeah.
movie was balls to the walls, awesome. It had everything. So I don't know. I'll have to see it.
If you're gonna watch it as like
A critic.
a kind of I don't know how would you say this, like
Critic?
a documentary, but not really, like a
critics
fake
didn't give it a
documentary.
A
Good rating.
mockumentary.
I didn't want to go that far because it's not like.
Oh, it's not actually documentary style.
The soldiers were joking around with each other a lot during the movie. Like you can tell they weren't really acting. They were like just kidding around on the set.
Did they talk about the cameras? Were they breaking the fourth wall?
No.
Like, shit, cameraman, get down! Get away from me!
No, it was just like you could tell it wasn't really acting because like one of them got hit by an RPG but it didn't blow up and he was like, oh, well, it's a good thing I didn't blow up because that would have hurt me. Like you could tell he
That
really
sounds
wasn't acting
terrible.
That's-
I would not
Yeah,
watch
that's
that
like
movie.
that's like what's worse than B movie, like
Bollywood movie?
No, B movie is like as far as it goes. Like if it's actually made, like we can make a B movie right now. Like I don't know.
Scorp's
Okay,
got
well-
a camera?
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
have
you
a
got a
camera,
camera.
but it's not. If you want video, I guess you can. It does shoot 1080p video. So.
Screw it. We'll do shot by shot.
We're
You know
doing
what's
movies.
it called? It's like
We'll do a stop motion live
motion.
action.
Charlie Chaplin.
Live action stop motion.
That'd be awesome.
So do you recommend people to check out Active Valor?
Yes, definitely.
If you're into action porn, that's what I'd say.
Action porn? What?
Well, yeah, you can have any kind of porn. You can have like sci-fi porn, action porn. It's not actual porn, but it's like you're only there for the action. Then go for it. I think that's what I'm getting from this.
Stop talking, please. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch us
people are gonna have
next
to
week.
sign